How's it going? Galore Wrestling Figures here. Welcome back to another video. And today I'm going to be reviewing the Elite 99 Matt Riddle. And now this figure, it didn't come out too long ago, especially in America and the UK have recently got it. And I have been after it and I managed to get one in Smith's the other day, if you've seen that figure hunt. And if you haven't, go and check it out. But I don't actually have a Matt Riddle Elite. And I feel like this one is an updated one and I thought, why not get it? So here we are with it now. And as always, let's get into the accessories. So you do get quite a few accessories this, and when I say a few, I feel like I should say quite a lot of accessories, because you do get quite a lot of accessories. And now the main accessory with this Matt Riddle is the scooter. And now this scooter I ain't got a lot of detail on, but I feel like that might be quite accurate, or maybe because of copyright they couldn't do it. But this scooter does actually sort of work. And it is quite a cool little scooter, quite good to have as an accessory, and it does also break in half in case you wanted to use that as an accessory. I'll just store it easier. But yeah, it does look quite good. Of course, you got the sort of white wheels there, which do move, sort of the base of the scooter, and then you've got sort of the whatever you'd call this bit of the scooter. Yeah, I've got no clue on scooters, so I'm not sure what the parts of the scooters are called. But yeah, you've got separates into two parts, which I do like. And then, of course, just put it back. Goes like that. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be sort of like that. Slide down sort of on a hinge. But it does look quite good. And then you do get this quite good shirt. And I'm not sure if this colour of it is right. But it is quite a good shirt. And as I say, I'm not sure if it's fully accurate. But it does look quite good. And it says, "Hey Randy" on it. Like how they've done that there. Of course, this is what he would have worn on TV. And I do quite like it. It's just a normal shirt, but it is quite good. And then you do get a cap with this, which I do quite like. And it's sort of got the Rated RK Bro on this. And yeah, it is quite good. You've sort of got the Viper and the sort of Matt Riddle hair and cap, which I do like. I do quite like that, because it has got a bit of detail on it. And then you do get the sliders, and these sliders do help the figure stand quite a lot, so I'm glad they've included these, not just for an accessory. And they have added a bit of detail onto there, just like that. That is sort of like hard as well, so it's easier to get them on. But yeah, I do quite like them. Of course, the bottom as well is detailed. So you have done quite a bit on those sliders, so I do quite like that they've included them. And you do get a couple of hands and quite a good pair that's on them. And you do get a pair of sort of like the Randy Orton hands. Pretty sure these are the same as Randy Orton hands, but of course when he's doing the RKO, they do look quite good. And then you do get a pair of Mike Holding hands. Now you can't go wrong with Mike Holding hands, so I'm glad that they've included these. So yeah, that does look quite good. So that being said, let's get on to the figure. So now the figure itself is a great figure. And now, as I say, I haven't actually got a Matt Riddle Elite, so I'm glad that I've got this one. And now, going off sort of like other people's reviews, I feel like this is probably the best one. But before I sort of start getting into thinking which one's the best one, the figure itself I need to show, because I feel like it's a great figure. And now, the first thing I will say is that I'm not sure why this has happened, but this sort of ball joint here won't move for some reason. It's sort of stuck, so the arms are really far out, which is a bit annoying. But if you pose the figure like that, it's not too bad. So yeah, the head scan itself, let's get onto that first. So the head scan on this, I'm pretty sure it's been reused from its other Elite, but I do quite like this. So I've got the standard Matt Riddle look there, which I do like. And they have done the hair quite well on this, how they've sort of like made it uneven, which I do like. Sort of like post-match or even before the match, which I do like. Now the torso on this, I feel like it's the right choice of torso. And now you have got the mushroom tattoo there, which I do quite like. They've added that. Does look quite good. And now the only thing I will say about this torso is for some reason it's got a couple of little scuffs there and there. And there. I'm not sure why that's happened, but yeah, it's a bit annoying. But yeah, if you put a shirt on, it's not too bad. And now the arms, I feel like the arms are a bit too small, but they aren't too bad. Because I've got double jointed arms. I feel like his last elite had them as well, but yeah, I do feel like they are too small, the arms. And now these are the other pair of hands that I didn't show in the figure when I showed the accessories, just because I feel like you shouldn't really include the pair of hands that come on it, and I feel like I might have switched them, but I just don't really include the pair of hands that came on the figure, because of course you have got to have them on the figure, so it's not really like an accessory. But yeah, these are the other pair of hands that I didn't show, sort of just the signature Matt Riddle, which I do quite like. Yeah, nothing much to them, just normal Matt Riddle hands, but yeah, there's my explanation why I don't always show the pair of hands, but it's just because I feel like the pair of hands that come on the figure aren't really like an accessory. But yeah. So yeah, you have, of course, you have got the trunks as well, which I'm not sure when this is based off, but they are quite good. I assume this is probably based off RK Bro, but they do look quite good. And of course, you got Bro on the front with the WWE logo, and then Riddle on the back, which is sort of like a nice yellow gold colour. And then overall, yeah, like a red colour. And now this figure, especially like here, I will say, like they sort of like hold, when you're holding it, makes sense. I feel like it feels great in hand. And now, I'm not sure why that is. Not sure if it's because he ain't got wrestling boots on or anything, but you know, it just feels like it's one of those figures where it feels really good in hand, same as that new Sheamus Elite. It feels really good in hand, you know. I do quite like that. But I will say it is a bit, I'm not sure how to describe it, a bit, not loose, but it does feel a bit weak, if that makes sense. And yeah, the knees are quite good, sort of normal legs. I feel like they have done these quite well. Of course, there's the kneecaps, which I've done. As I say, this is what makes the figure feel really good in hand. Just this sort of like whole aspect of sort of just posing it really good. And now, you have still got ankle rotation here. Now, of course, because Matt Riddle don't wear boots, you have got barefooted, which I do quite like. I'm not sort of a big fan of Matt Riddle doing it in the ring, but I feel like in terms of figure form, it is quite good. And now what I just want to do is, if I get this, I do want to put the sliders on it and show you what they look like, because I was a bit worried this figure wasn't going to stand, but because of the sliders, they do stand a bit better. But yeah, it does, that leg goes out a bit more for some reason. I feel it's a bit loose, but yeah, it does look quite good, especially with the sliders on. Makes it stand better. But yeah, I do quite like them. And now, overall, I feel like this is a great figure. That being said, I think that wraps up this review. And as I say, overall, I think that it's a great figure, and it's one that you definitely do need in your collection, especially for an updated Riddle. So, yeah, I feel like it is a bit, there is some improvements to be done, so maybe next Riddle they could do that better. But overall, I feel like it is probably the best Matt Riddle Elite. So, that being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.